glitter explosion. Welcome to episode 64 of Live with the Glitter Practitioner. That is me, Dr. Noopy. I don't need my glasses on, actually. I don't know why I had them on. Hi, thank you for joining myself and my guest today. Do let me know in comments where you are tuning in from. Hi, Nick. Oh, it's going to be an exciting show. We're going to be chatting about, you'll just have to find out. So, for those of you who don't know me, I am a GP, a family physician in the UK. I'm also a speaker and life coach, and I am absolutely passionate about showing others, be it my patients, be it clients, how to recognize their needs from a mind, body, soul perspective, how to keep them balanced, and also how to keep them topped up. And when you are in flow like that, it's about being present, and it is being your boldest, your bravest, your brightest, most badass self, which is being you with bells on. And I created a holistic prescription, a framework, which takes you through how to do this. And this came from my own experience and learnings and growth from burnout 13 years ago. And I have originally called it my F list because every word begins with an F. And it is how you can find your fizz and flourish. And I think the best way to show you how it feels working through the F list when you are overcoming those barriers, those blocks that keep you prisoned here. My brand story just brings this to life, and I am obsessed with it. And it was created by the insanely talented Devin James Stinson, and it really is a work of heart. So, Mr. Producer. Oh, hi, Chris. Hi, David. Hi. Okay, Mr. Producer and Big Bro, maybe have brand story.
Follow the light through the storm. And this is not a light that warns, it's a light that forms on the pathway ahead. So you can maneuver around disaster instead of getting stopped by the obstacles. It just takes changing the obstacles. And then the impossible turns to possible. And then the storm lifts. You're no longer adrift. Breathe, focus, you've got this. Ahead you see a figure, a kind soul, and on the inside it feels like you might glow. Your endless cycles of cyclones have been turned to a breeze that just slightly blows. You're adorned with glitter, where you literally feel like a kid again. And this is when you realize how much of your life you've missed. And then you talk more with Dr. Noopy Aurora, who will holistically change your aura, where you and the new you won't be like strangers. No, you'll be like friends. Because this whole process is simply life-changing. So if you're feeling frazzled and you want to find your fizz and dazzle, then book a call with Dr. Noopy Aurora by messaging her right here on LinkedIn.
Oh, I love that. It's so soothing. It's beautiful. Oh, hi, Juliet. I'll just say a quick hi. So, today, my very, very special guest to mark the end of the month, and I don't know, is it a bank holiday for you, Russ? I'll find out in a second. I've just given the game away who it is. It's bank holiday for us. Anyway, let's get on with the show. I think we've got lots to talk about, lots of things that have rattled us awake, Russ, hey?
Ta-da! All
Hi.
right.
Hello.
I am feeling good. I wolfed down my lunch and I'm good to
I
go.
could see that. So, Russ, hi, how are you doing?
I am doing fabulous. Of course, Noopy, it's always amazing to be on your show. And
Oh,
yeah, just huge shout out. You've already been shouting them out, but great people tuning in already. And just want to remind
so
everybody,
grateful.
tag some friends, let them know what's going on. Let us
Yeah.
know where you're tuning in from.
Yes.
Give us some
I
more
was
information.
Yes, I was gutted. I missed your show today with CJ, Russ. I was working. I was
There's
absolutely
always
gutted.
replay.
I know. I was just
Hashtag
going to
some
say
replay.
hashtag replay. And we've got some exciting episodes coming up with your show.
Oh
I won't
yeah.
say anything. Yeah.
There's all kinds of good things ahead. But and
Mm,
with all the shows, right? There's a
yeah.
multiple, but
Loads of shows kicking off. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Well,
absolutely. So,
listen, I just want to thank you for being here today. Just want to remind everybody that this is such an amazing platform. My name is Russ Hedge, and I am your marketing coach, keynote speaker, and live stream producer, and obviously live streamer. Love to connect with people, and that's how Dr. Nupi Aurora and I, my little sis, got involved with doing some live streaming, and of course, I am producing this show, but just love the connection ability of live streaming, right? And how it's reached
absolutely.
out. And also love the fact that writing books makes a big difference. We're going to talk a little bit about that maybe. So
And
yes,
and you are already an acclaimed author of, would you like me to say it?
you do it.
Befuddled. No, 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 no. Hold on a sec. I have to do it with
Okay,
more of a
okay. Yeah,
quizzical thing.
get it all ready to go.
Okay. Befuddled? Live the life you choose. That was a bit that felt a bit car
That is
salesman,
awesome.
a little bit cheesy.
You're getting better every time you do it.
I know, I do. I love actually saying your tagline. It's, be you with bells on. You deserve nothing less. Anyway, so shall we talk about
Rattled awake.
Awake? Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Well, I am so
Hi,
blessed to be.
LinkedIn user. Let me know
I
who
am
you
so.
are.
There you go. Well, I'm so blessed to be one of the authors of one of the chapters, and I think at this point for you, Noopy, that's coming up, right? You're going to be the next
Yeah,
volume.
yeah,
Next
absolutely.
volume.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think one of the oh, hi Lonnie. David's here, everybody's here. The I think it's been, you know what, the webinar is brilliant. It's intense. And I pretty much watched them on replay, catching up. And I've learned loads over the last few days. And that was not really being with the group. It's sort of in and out from the weekend. But also I think it's just note to self, really, that, things, it's just that taking notice and taking care of your own self and boundaries and not biting off more than you can chew. So yes, it's pretty much done, but it doesn't feel right for me. So for the next
Well,
one,
yeah.
for
I
sure.
mean, you have to do it in the right timing for you,
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
I think really it's not a matter of you doing it; it's just a matter of
No,
the right timing. And so,
absolutely. And do you know what, Russ? I really do believe that things do happen for a reason. And yeah, it was not meant to be. But on a plus side is I am hoping to be in touch with Steve and get my Be You with Bells On book done and out. So that will be really, really exciting. Who are you, LinkedIn user? Tell us who you are. Can you find
actually,
out
the
who's LinkedIn
LinkedIn
user?
user is Sam. So yes, you got to make sure you allow it to tell us who you are. But Sam, I can
Please
see him
do.
in LinkedIn. Yeah,
I see.
yeah.
Hi, Sam. So tell me about your experience I loved your story. We mustn't give too much away, actually, because hi, Ramita. glitter sister over here. The Glitter Explorer.
There you go.
What was I saying?
You were
Yes.
saying, tell me
I don't
about
want to
your
give too much
experience.
away. Yes. Don't want to give
Yeah.
too much away, but your chapter's beautiful. It's so moving.
No, it was actually a blessing. We were talking this morning on my show with CJ, Marketing with Russ,
Yeah.
with CJ
Yeah.
this morning, and she's another one of the authors. And she actually read a little bit of hers, and and I talked
Oh,
a little bit about my experiences, and it had to do
nice.
with my cancer journey and
Mm,
being rattled awake about how I was living life, not just speaking, being inspirational, encouraging, but actually doing it more. And doesn't mean just doing it a little bit on comments or whatever, but actually
mm,
to focus in on what my real purpose or why is. And
mm.
so anyway, it's going to be it's a great chapter. You got to read it. But I'm blessed with so many amazing people that did that. And like I said, Nupi, you will be on that coming up in the future. And Lonnie Ray and Steve do amazing
Yeah.
work at bringing
Yeah.
everybody together and helping them.
Yeah. It's so good. And
Yeah.
they
Well,
just
and
break it down so it's just so succinct. And it's
I
literally, right, here you go. Do it like this. I'm not going to say everything because I think, you know what? Anybody who wants to maybe be a part of the next series. I think
needs to do
Brian
it.
Schulman and Nancy Deborah Barrows are already signed up for the next one.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's an experience. It is intense, so make sure you've got the time, is what I would say. But I guess, all things. Hi, Susanna. So many people have come here. We are celebrating the authors of. Oh, hold on.
Rattled Awake.
Maybe that's
No,
your jingle.
you do that so good. I want to jump in and say, yes, Susanna was also an author, and
Yeah,
just so many great insights and great stories. And everybody loves a good story, especially one that
absolutely.
really shakes you into the realization of what your real purpose is in life. It really is a perspective changer, as Lonnie would
Yes.
say, something
Yes.
that's really altered your overall perspective on life. And so I highly encourage, this is going to be coming out in a few weeks. We'll give you more details, but I'm super excited about the opportunity. And it was a lot over the weekend, but it also, I was able to prep for it a little bit ahead of time. And so that helped me a lot. But it was also a blessing to have everybody's input and work together. And this is where CJ and I were talking this morning about
Yeah.
collaboration over competition, coming together,
Yes.
helping each
Yes.
other out, and being a blessing to each other. I got to
Yes.
read Susanna's story and CJ's story, and
I can't wait.
Chris is on here
Chris is
too.
brilliant. Yes,
Yeah,
I know.
Chris and I actually, he and I spent a ton of time together,
Yeah.
and went over his story and my
Yeah.
story, and yeah, what a blessing. And so
And
it was.
sorry.
No, I was just gonna say it is something that if you are afraid to take that step forward and write a book, this
Yeah.
is your chance to become a
Yeah.
best-selling author with
Yeah.
help and with a lot of
Guaranteed.
amazing people. Yeah.
We're like, come on, it's so good. But it is. It is.
Yeah.
And I think, in hindsight, the live webinars, being in that group together, then that's the bit because it was my birthday. It was my birthday, wasn't it, on the Friday?
Yep.
And
Which birthday was it?
I'm not saying. Actually, I'm
You
proud.
said.
I think this is going to be my best decade yet. My 50th. My 50th
Woohoo!
birthday. I'm going to ask Ever.
Wear it proudly. Wear it proudly. Come
I
on.
do.
I'm
I
about to
so
hit next birthday for me
yeah, go on.
is 60. Yes.
No way. Oh
Yeah,
my
I know
goodness.
that's
When's
what
your
I say. No
60th? When
way.
is Hey, listen, we are big kids at heart. Seriously. I think I'm eternally 10, 12. But to come back to this is what Chris has just said. The input, I think, having the group, the little time I did actually manage to share this with people, to be in that space, that's the bit that makes this pretty unique and invaluable. And it's
Right.
the bouncing off with each, bouncing ideas off with each other, editing each other's work, having a look at it. I think that's what makes Lonnie and Steve's workshops and webinars. I think that's what makes it what it is.
Yeah.
And I would say, I know, the guys, for myself and Chris, in terms of time zones, everything else, it was at a reasonable time actually. But if you couldn't make the live, I don't want to put anybody off, but having been someone who wasn't there for the majority of the weekend and catching up on the recorded, I think you get the most benefit being live, actually. And
I totally agree
don't
with
you
that.
think? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
No,
I
I
kind of
totally agree
felt
with that.
not that I was a step behind, but I'd missed out on the bonding,
Right.
people, and just that it's about connection, isn't it? And we're
Yeah.
sharing stories of what's changed our perspective, and some of them
Yep.
are it doesn't have to be big, but for example, the story, it'll probably change for the next chapter. I don't know. It's pretty much done, but it's about really what stepping in your power means and the
Right.
story behind it. And that's the thing. It's your story. Nobody else can tell it.
Right.
And I think
It's what makes
as
each
Lonnie
one of
said,
us unique.
precisely, you can get done whatever matters to you.
Right. That's
Okay.
right.
So that's
Yeah.
good.
Well, and it's so true because within this, everybody was able to bring in their own story, but then everybody was able to help each other kind
Yeah.
of refine their own
Yeah.
story. And it is having
Yeah.
that support and
Yeah.
that connection with others coming
Yeah.
in. Because I made so many, like Chris, for example,
Yeah.
he and I spent a lot of time together and really got to know each other well, and
Mm.
really forged a friendship pretty quickly, and we were able to, I mean, everybody, Willie and CJ, I mean, it goes on and on
Mm.
and on, all the people that were there. What a blessing everybody was to each
Look
other,
who it is. Look who it is. I've not
I
seen Jeep
know.
for ages. Hi,
Jeep,
Jeep.
Jeep.
Oh,
I just
hi.
decided, you know what? I had a problem calling him Dr. Jeep, but
I can call him Jeep.
I just call him Jeep now.
Yeah,
I
so
say,
do
yo,
I. I
Jeep,
always
what's going
have.
on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
Come
you
on.
know
Get
what?
with it.
What a blessing George is. But
Yeah. And I've not
this
seen
is
him for
where
ages.
Yeah, this is where connection. So it starts with people coming in the comments here, but people coming together and then
Yeah.
doing things that maybe they thought they could never do on their own.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I tell you, I highly, highly recommend people getting together with Lonnie and Steve and getting connected to them so you can
Yeah.
learn more about this,
Yeah.
because this Rattled Awake project was amazing. And so
Yeah.
I am just thankful to have been part of that. And Nupi,
Yeah.
like I said, you'll be
Yes.
part of another one. And, it all works
Absolutely. Of
out.
course I
It,
will.
in God's timing, it all works out. Yeah.
You're a sweetheart. You really are.
Yes.
And talking about stepping into your petal power, I must
Yes.
give a shout out to Juliet because tomorrow, 29th, it's the 29th tomorrow. So is it, I think that's the title for Petal Power Talks tomorrow. Petal Talks, sorry, is Bruised Not Broken. Is that right, Juliet? Call me anything. Juliet, let us know in the comments. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, Petal Talks, and Juliet has created such a beautiful space. Again, it's about connection. It's about that collaboration. It is,
Right.
and it's gorgeous. It really is. And it's, guess who's speaking tomorrow?
Who? Would that be you?
Who? No, I did the last one.
Okay.
Yes, I did petal. I did standing in your petal power thing. No, somebody who.
Lonnie.
Yes.
Okay, there you go. You're making me think.
Yeah,
Hey,
Lonnie, and I can't pronounce Somia. I think I can't pronounce her first name, but such gorgeous people.
Awesome.
It's a
Awesome.
gorgeous group, actually. And so that's tomorrow at, if I can remember, I'm pretty sure it's 7 p.m. our time, UK time, which would be 11 Pacific Standard Time. Yes?
Yes, it would. Very good. You are getting better all the time.
Wow. Thanking you.
Well, listen,
Yeah.
first of all, I want to tell people that trying to say hi to everybody, it's hard to do that in the comments while you're actually being interviewed on the show. But
Mm.
yeah, call George anytime. That's right. Well, listen, I
Yes.
want Lonnie,
Jeep.
this is
Jeep.
what I'm thinking. I know. Call Jeep anytime. What I was just thinking about though
Bruised, not
was,
broken.
Lonnie, if
Sonia.
you would
Yes.
help me out and put your contact information in the comments so people can reach out to you. I know they can connect with you via LinkedIn just by your name, but put in the information about Rattled Awake.
Rattled away.
Yes, we
And
would love to have that in there.
And actually, while we're at it, Juliet, put the
Yes,
information for Petal Talks down. Um,
right.
because you can, there you go. It is bruised but not broken. So please do. In fact, anybody who has anything coming up, stick it
Let
down
us
here.
know.
Yeah, we love to do this, don't we, Russ?
There you go. Whatever it takes, right? We'll just have you guys help us. That'll be great. There,
I'm like, oh, thank you, Juliet, and thank you, Lonnie. I did really enjoy doing that. I was crazy nervous beforehand, stepping into your petal power.
you crazy nervous? I don't believe it.
Crazy, yes. Nervous
I
as
believe
hell.
crazy. Yeah, I believe crazy is the nervous
I was
one.
super nervous. Do you know what? Everybody, recently, you do your personality quizzes. I love them. I always love doing them. And you would think I'm an extrovert. Yes?
Because you are.
No. There's a lot of introversion. I think I'm both,
Hiding,
actually. Yeah.
hiding
Yeah.
inside of an extrovert
Yeah.
shell.
Yeah. It's true. Something I realized, and it actually surprised me. Myers-Briggs, INFJ, and then it changed to ENFJ. I don't know. Anyway, sidetracking completely. So, Russ, what else you got going on?
Well, I mean, I am loaded with things going on, but right
Tell.
now, yes. Well, right now I am busy live streaming. Don't forget, everybody, if you have not checked out before, like this morning show with CJ, Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie, every Monday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, which is what time GMT time? Come on,
What was
Noopy.
the no, hold on. I wasn't
8
paying
8 a
attention.
8 a.m.
8.
Pacific Daylight Time, which we're trying to get you in the habit of coming to Marketing with Russ. Got to schedule those
4
clinics
p.m.
around. There you go. So
Well,
yeah,
actually, when's this again? Sorry.
it's 8 a.m. Pacific
No, I
Daylight
know.
Time. Say it
Is it on
again.
Thursday? Thursday.
Oh, okay. So then we have Russ Reels Live on Thursdays, which is 4 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, which Noopy will be a guest on again this week.
Yes, which
And
is
which for you is
noon. I mean, no, it's not noon. It's midnight GMT.
there you go. That's
In my
it.
head, it's noon. Well, no, I was quite fresh after the last clinics. I was so chuffed to bits. Yeah, it does change to ENFJ. That's right, David. I was chuffed to bits because normally it's always the way you get that very last patient and you think it's going to be quick. Okay, let's go. Got to get here. And for once, it didn't take I didn't overrun it. So I was delighted to be there on time. That was if you haven't seen actually the recent episode, it was a really good, really lovely conversation, habits, and I loved it. It was just such a lovely environment. It felt very nourishing, the chat.
Well,
Don't you think,
nourishing is a good thing.
boss? Huh?
Nourishing is a good
Oh,
thing.
you were busy doing you were busy doing the
I'm
comments.
busy trying to answer people while
I
while you're
know.
interviewing me.
Oh, thank you,
So
Ramita.
listen, I just
No,
want
we've got 5 minutes left. Come on,
No,
let's
I
keep.
know.
All right.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not wrapping it up. It's all good.
Okay, good,
I
good.
I just want to tell everybody here how much Snoopy and I appreciate all of you. One thing you
Yes.
can do, so besides the 2 shows I just mentioned, I also have the Experience Live with Russ and Scott Wednesday mornings at 7 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, which is
Where is it
3
on?
p.m. GMT time.
And what about
And then before that is the Experience Backstage where we're prepping, and the sponsor of that is
me?
Practitioner.
And
Yes.
where can we
And that
find that, Russ? Where
and
do
that
we
is
see that?
only on Instagram on
Yes.
Wednesdays at 6:30 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time,
Which is
or
2:30.
right, exactly. So make sure
Yes.
and tune in to that show. But then, helping Noopy here, and producing her show, such a blessing. And this is where we appreciate all of you,
Yeah.
because just like the book we're talking about, Rattled Awake, and the people supporting that, we also need supporters like all these amazing, wonderful people in the comments who
Mm.
will not only watch the show and comment, will
Yeah.
also share the show out. And
I
we
like the way
appreciate
you.
all of you. And just a reminder from Noopy and from me, you can share this show out anytime. You can share it now. You can share it on
You
replay.
do.
You can keep sharing. You can tag your friends now to come in and watch us, or you can tag your friends later and they'll
I
still
love
come in.
that. Thanks for just taking over. It's brilliant. I love it. Yeah.
That's it. You just keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Don't need to say
So
anything. Off you go.
there you go.
Yes.
And what
Yes.
time is the Glitter Practitioner every week? It's Monday. When
8
is it?
p.m. 8 p.m. GMT, which is Pac- noon Pacific Standard Time, daylight time. You caught me off guard there because it's not time to wrap up. But
I'm
I'll
just
do it.
this is a quick test to make sure you're on your toes. So,
Always on my
and
toes.
the 4 p.m. show that I have, it's 4 p.m. my
Yeah.
time, Pacific Daylight
Yeah.
Time, that Noopy does at midnight. This is kind of where the crazy part comes in because
Mm.
she's the only one crazy enough to come on at midnight.
12 is nothing. Noon is
And
nothing. I'm working then anyway.
I've been sleeping for 3 or 4 hours by that point, at least 3, if not 4 hours at that point. So,
Yeah.
yes. But
Yeah.
anyway, no, I mean, but this is the whole thing of how community comes together, whether it's a book, whether it's a live stream,
Yeah.
whatever people are doing,
Friendships.
the content they're putting out is
Yeah.
when you need to come support that and support
Yes.
each other. Because, like, for example, I'm busy connecting with people all the time, and I've had people reach out to me and say, hey, I'd love you to support whatever, and I intentionally go to that and I
Yes.
click on it and I engage as much as
Yes.
humanly possible
Yes. You
because
do.
I want to support people because they support me. And so
And
it's important because what goes around comes around. It's true. What you put out, you get back. If you want to be encouraged, encourage somebody else. If you want to be
yes.
inspired, inspire somebody else, right?
Yep. Absolutely.
So, yeah,
And it is all about connecting. It goes back to that being enjoying other people
right?
and supporting other people,
Yeah,
and also when you have a connection and you are with your friend. I know this sounds maybe a bit cheesy, but it doesn't feel like, it just feels like, come on, let's just have a chit chat. And we are chatterboxes, so that's easy. We are two peas in a pod.
there you go. Lots of pods and lots of
We
peas.
kind of, yeah, kind of forget. Okay, yeah, go on, Russ. Yeah, you say that bit, no problem. But everybody, it's all these little. I love it. All the. What's the word I'm looking for? Like a spider's web. Yeah, everything's interconnected. And, through Alex, Dr. Rosa, she introduced me to you and Bruce, like guy with the blue shirt.
Right.
And then from that, so many different connections. And then the people who I have met who have then, because of this, and then, come on, you got to meet Russ. And then everybody kind of cross weaves. It's brilliant. Cross
That's right.
pollination.
Cross
That's the cross
pollination.
pollination.
Yes,
Yes.
of connection.
Yes.
Yes, no, I agree with that 100%. And
Cross
as we wrap
connections.
up
Yeah.
the show for today,
Oh,
I
hey. Oh,
yes,
come on.
I
Oh,
yeah, I tell you how much
there you are.
I do appreciate you, Noopy, and all you're doing. And I appreciate all the people that I've been connected with because of you. And I
Oh,
really work to, what I do, people, I'll give you a quick hint. And I've been doing this a lot lately. I go to
yeah.
people like Noopy, people like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with David Alto, people like Lonnie and people like Chris, all kinds of people that I think are doing amazing things. David,
Oh,
just to name a few of you, Juliet, and start going to people they're connected with and say,
yeah.
hey, I
Hi.
see you're connected with Juliet. I would love to connect with you. Or I
Yeah.
tell them, any friend of Juliet's is a friend of mine. And so there you go. I mean, you might as
I
well
tell
reach out.
people, oh,
You tell people
um,
what?
I
You
tell
tell people.
people, I tell people, if you can't get hold of me, just get hold of Russ. Yeah.
There you
And
go.
Nicole said something. I don't even remember how I met Russ, probably through us, who recently asked me if I knew you. Nicole for friggin' ages. In fact, Nicole is one of the first people who I started interacting with. I loved her work, her words. She's just such a gifted writer. She really is. And I remember just, chatterboxing in the comments and hanging out, butterflying around. Those were the days when I
What's the
didn't have
sign?
I did. No, I didn't have clinics, did I? It's bloody brilliant. But and just saying, oh my gosh, I love what you've said, this, that, the other, and then had a chat. And I think I used my free Zoom link about 4 times, Nicole. I think it was like I just kept recycling it. So it was like a 2 hour. No, it was longer. We had a break to go for a comfort break and to get some food, come back with a coffee, and just literally chatted for ages. And then it was Nicole who introduced me to CJ. I'm pretty sure 4 hour. Yeah, I did go and make a sandwich. Is so right. And grab a coffee. Then we just continued going. It's brilliant. It's
Noopy would do her
amazing.
show for 4 hours if I let her, Nicole.
Do you
So
know what?
yes.
Yeah, I would. And Susanna, absolutely. Oh, it's just
Well, and
beautiful
listen,
how
I want to tell people, as much as you all
ripples.
love Noopy's show and you love listening to us chat, less is more. And that's one thing
Yes,
that Lonnie was reminding us as we were writing this weekend.
yes,
Sometimes
yes,
not overdoing things is a good thing, because we want you guys to tune in next week at
yes.
12 noon Pacific or 8 a.m. GMT time.
No, it's
So
not 8 a.m., is it? It's 8 p.m.
that's what I said, 8
You
p.m.
said 8 a.m.
So, okay. Shh. So listen,
No, no, because
I
you
just want to
totally
thank
pull me
everybody
up.
for tuning in today.
Hi,
And
Donna.
I'm gonna cut Noopy off at this point and actually scoot myself out the door.
No,
But thanks so
no,
much for
no,
having
let me
me
do
on,
that.
Noopy.
No, wait. Okay. Thank you, Russ. Thanks for joining me. Thank you. It's been wonderful. And I do I love you to bits. I really do. Now, don't go anywhere because I'll join you in the green room. I do absolutely love my episodes with Russ. I'm actually thinking, hey Russ, you can
Me
still
too,
see
by
and
the way.
hear me. Yeah. I think we might need to do our own little show together. I really do. Okay. Anyway, just as thank you everybody for watching. I can't wait to reply back to the comments, and thank you for joining us. It means the world to me. It's probably my favorite time because I actually get to spend time with my friends, making new friends on LinkedIn. It's very hit and miss at the minute. So thank you for coming. And just as a reminder, you can find me here every Monday on Live with the Glitter Practitioner, which is on at 8 p.m. GMT, which is 12 noon Pacific Standard Time or Daylight Time, whichever one it is. And if you can't get hold of me, please do get in touch with Russ because he will get hold of me. Just direct message me basically on LinkedIn. And anything else? Oh yes, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, all under the Glitter Practitioner. Have an amazing week. I can't actually believe, is it going to be the It's the beginning of September next week. Oh my God, that's crazy. Anyway, have an amazing last week of August, and I will see you again next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.